When you adopt a child, there's a whole different set of circumstances. It's still a child. It's your child. Maybe not out of your wife's womb. But you see things that you'd never see before. And I think that's the biggest joy I've gotten, is to experience the love. I mean, they're not your children, but they are your children. They're my children. I don't look at it any different than if I would have had biologically my wife and I having children. They're my children, but the joy of helping ourselves and helping other human beings, that's the biggest joy that I have. As you go through life and you see mannerisms and thought processes, obviously, that your children pick up. I see a lot of similarities. You know, I talked to a really wise man who had 7 adopted brothers and sisters. And he's in the music business. I had this phenomenal conversation with him. And he said adoption is 30% nature, 70% nurture. And 6 years into this, I agree with him. It is absolutely how you teach your children and interact with your children and having them be part of your life. That's the biggest thing. My kid, I always wanted a child taller than me. Well, I think he's going to be taller than me in like 4th grade. This guy's killing. And you know what? She's right now taller than him, my girl twin. So they're going to be tall. They're going to be over 6 feet and 6'4", whatever it is. So that nature part, and he's very, very muscular. I'm not that way. Just the way it is. And I like that. I get my kid will be taller than me, so that's cool. But the mannerisms and how you treat people, my daughter and my son both put other people in front of themselves. So they're kind, and I think they're being raised the right way. I'm giving them the tools. My wife's giving them the tools, and they're actually grabbing them. So yes, I see my mannerisms, and my daughter has a wicked sense of humor, which I like to think I have. Other people may not, but I think I do. So I think she's, there's got to be something there. That's the nature part. Mine is to nurture her comedic skills. She has great comedic timing. I had nothing to do with it. As some of the nuances of being an adopted child, obviously in our situation, we're a mixed race family. So they're gonna find out that they're different than most families. Like, we've had kids come, and this was a good entry into that. A couple of their classmates go, "Hey, why are your parents white and you're black?" So that was an immediate, let's talk about this. Kids are smarter than you ever would think they are. And we had a very intelligent, mature conversation. And I think it's deep down inside kids who are adopted. They understand that it's different, but it's the same. You strive. I think the kid wants security and he wants love. And when you have that in a family, that's what a family is all about. Obviously, we know it's not about skin color, but that's what a family's about. So you're going to get these questions, and they go, "Oh, okay, I'm black and you're white. Okay, cool. Let's go play. All right, let's go play." Leave it at that. You stop it and go on, and it's worked out well for us so far. When people consider adoption, especially in Milwaukee, there's a lot of things you need to think about. I'm not here to sugarcoat or gloss over, but I mentor families who are looking at adopting. There's pitfalls all over the place. There's great joy all over the place. Don't get me wrong. That's why we're doing this. It just takes a little longer than you might expect. I think that's number one. But you need to persevere, and you need to study. It's a second job, adopting a child. It's a second job. And that's the way we broached it. What do we need to do? What do I need to find out? How do I handle this? How do I want to handle it? How do I feel? Those are all things. And if you're ready to get on that bandwagon, It's the best thing you could ever do in your life. It's the best thing I've ever done in my life. But it takes patience, it takes time, and it takes work. I'm not going to say it doesn't. And if you have those three qualities and want to move forward, think you have those qualities, then move forward. And there's people like me who want to help.